Hey, it's Chris Fire.
Hey, it's Chris Bowling. What's up, CB?
Last week of July, first week of August, it's back to school season already. Summer flu.
Summer flu.
I know you don't have to deal with that anymore, but we're back to school here soon. But as we were thinking through what was the most fun I had as a kid was back to school was like the backpack night where you got to take your backpack full of all your new school supplies,
Yeah.
put it in your locker, and then you started school. So
Yeah.
with that theme, I thought we'd talk about what's in your backpack if you're an HR and benefits professional now going into the fall of 2025.
Outstanding.
Have some
Outstanding.
fun with it.
Let's do it.
So the first thing that I think of is the HR and benefits team that's prepared for the fall has a strong integrated benefits administration system. And we know not everybody does.
It's shocking. It's it's shocking when we talk to people and they're still using paper or, and for some of them, in their defense, the budget just hasn't been able to cover it.
Right.
But gosh, I would say the first thing I would challenge you is you're probably working with the wrong broker because you shouldn't be paying for it. I mean,
Correct.
it should be free. It should be a service that we provide to our clients because
Which we
it makes
do.
them more efficient. It makes us a lot more efficient too. So,
Yeah. And I think the integration is key because we also talk with some employers that have a Ben admin system, but it's not connected to the carriers. It's not
right,
connected to their self-funded data, and they're
right.
doing manual entry as well. So there are better ways to buy that back to school supply and have it done well.
Again,
I think that's
I'm gonna pick on them again because you're right. If you're a small group and you're fully insured, sometimes those fully insureds will not integrate. Why isn't your broker doing that for you? Because again, we can
yeah,
still offer you a Ben admin system, but the Ben admin system, our team is then going to go into those portals and do those
and
ads.
make it seamless for you. Yeah.
There's no excuse that anyone should have that is still using paper. There just isn't. Sorry.
I think the second one that HR and benefits have to deal with as we're going to the fall is thinking about compliance. We've seen in several states new pharmacy bills. We're seeing adjustments with the big beautiful bill in terms of HSA compliance, but just making sure that your 5500s are filed, your PCORI fees are filed, you have your notices and disclosures. It's amazing how many employers don't have that today. They're not still not getting a broker compensation disclosure, and the employer is the one that's at risk for all of these
Right.
things. We do that.
Yes,
So
it
you're
all falls
prepared
on you
for
at the
back to
end of the
school.
day. It all falls on you. And poor HR is just they are just being flooded with new information. It's like you have to do your HR job, but the benefit administration and compliance is taking up 50% of their time because now they're
Yeah.
onboarding, now they're doing exit interviews, they're doing all these
Yeah.
things that we just talked about, and you don't have a backpack anymore. You got a trailer.
That's well said. Roll that into school.
You are now, yep, you've hooked the trailer up to the vehicle and you're pulling it around, and I'm sure it's dragging you down, and there are better ways.
Absolutely. So I think the third one, and we can talk medical and pharmacy, HR teams that are prepared with a backpack are offering $0 benefits to their employees. You can touch on telemed if you want, and then I'd have you touch on prescription and medical.
Telemed, now with the new big beautiful bill, we have the ability, if you're self-funded on January 1st, that you can take that back to $0 copay. But even if it's not $0 copay, it's still cheaper than going to a walk-in clinic, especially going into an ER. But if you're a self-funded plan, try to figure out if you have an HSA, get that to $0. If you don't have an HSA, get it to $0 because that is how you're going to avoid claims, right?
Yeah, that's been allowed for a long time. Yeah,
Yes. Just move it.
absolutely. But from pharmacy, what are we seeing those that are prepared with the backpack?
Man, you are so prepared. You got that high cost drug. You're gonna let that employee get that drug filled through a more cost efficient way. It's still gonna show up in the mail because that's how it's showing up anyway. Waive the cost.
Yep.
You can even go one step
Yep.
further. If that's not working, give them money. You can do that.
Yeah. Give them a payroll bonus.
Give them a bonus
Yep.
because you're saving your plan money. Don't just pray and hope that your PBM is getting these drugs for the lowest cost because I guarantee they're not if they're filling them through a normal pharmacy in the United States. It's not happening.
Yeah. And you think about the power of that to be able to say our company offers zero cost healthcare for you, with the third one being medical procedures, anything scheduled. Our best self-funded clients have been able to add in zero cost surgeries, PT, imaging, labs. colonoscopies, all of those things. If the member makes the right choice for the provider that's providing the best cost and outcome, we
Right,
waive the cost share.
right.
And that goes a long way as you're recruiting to say, yes, you have a deductible, but if you do these things, we've already prepared you with no cost benefits. It's a great win for HR, a good thing to have in the backpack.
Love
I
it.
would say the last one, as we're going into a lot of open enrollment season, I was thinking about is the questions that come not only during enrollment, but also from the employees and families throughout the course of the year. I wanted to talk a little bit about enrollment teams as well as a dedicated customer service team. You can speak to enrollment. We've got some great resources within our team and I've been able to help a lot of clients with that.
Yeah, I struggle with open enrollment meetings because so much is covered. They're not listening. They don't understand. They don't want to ask a question because they don't want to ask a
Yeah,
dumb question. And there is no dumb question when it comes to health insurance 'cause it's horribly complicated. But yeah, having a enrollment team come on site, meet with your employees one-on-one, make sure they understand their benefits, make sure they understand what they're even enrolling in, and then
correct.
answer those questions on spot. It's perfect. And focus on what's happening around the changes for the next year. Don't try to educate on everything, just focus on the changes. And then, Chris, what do we do after that?
Yeah, we make sure that then moving forward, as employees have questions, we can provide a dedicated customer service team, domestic email address if it's needed, so that HR can say, I want your team to handle these questions for my employees so I can focus on other things. And if it's important enough that I need to step in, get it back to me. But you'd be amazed how many HR teams are just inundated with the day-to-day questions. Some of it's culture. Their
Absolutely.
employees feel comfortable talking to them, but at the end of the day, you don't want to know all the medical details. We've got that prepared and in the backpack for an HR team to know that we can handle a lot of that and let you focus on making better employees.
Unhook that trailer, get back to a backpack.
I like it. Well said, CB. Happy back to school. Good to see you.
You too. Bye bye.